Hi, welcome to Fairy Pixel Desk. My name is Heath, and today I'm going to go over a video on pushing pixels into some Boscoyo pixel strip, right? So this is the strip that most of us use for deploying mega trees. So if you're interested in building a mega tree, this is one of the critical steps to getting it done. Now, there's a lot of different methods out there I've seen. I've seen people selling pneumatic pushers for being able to push pixels into the strip. I've even tried these, right? Pixel pliers. These are actually made to actually go around the base of the pixel and make it easier to push in, so you're not using your thumb or bending the wires, right? Which is critical to deploying these pixels into the strips. And it's not an easy process. It's a little bit cumbersome, but it's definitely manual intensive. So I've got a method that I came up with for deploying the pixels. Makes it cheap to build as far as tools go and easy to deploy. And so I've got like an entire strip here, or entire roll of Boscoyo pixel strip. I'm going to go through the process of building the tools I've used to deploy a pixel strip into several mega trees now, and just wanted to share that with you. So to get started, let's talk about what I've got going on here. So what we're going to make is a simple block of wood, right? If you take a look at this, this is a 4x4 piece of green treated lumber that I have drilled a hole into to hold pixels. And I'll show you as we get towards the end of this how to use this to deploy pixels into pixel strip. So in order to make this, all you need is a simple piece of 4x4. This cost me $8 at the Lowe's. And so with that, I'm going to cut this 4x4 into a 45-degree angle. As you can see on here, I've cut this at a 45-degree angle. So we're going to just go ahead and quickly cut this at a 45 and then drill the hole. And I'll show you how to do it and show you how to then push pixels using this simple wood wedge method. All right, so first up here, I got my saw. We're going to set this to a 45-degree angle and simply set our lumber on there. So now I'm just looking for, I don't know, eight to 10 inches, I guess, of wood here to be able to cut this angle. It doesn't need to be much, and we'll get right into it. So we'll go ahead and give this a quick cut. There we go. So you got a simple block of wood, and we're going to go ahead and go to the next step, drilling the hole out for it. All right, so for the next part, all we got to do is get this mounted to the table, and this is going to be our work surface for pushing pixels in. And we're going to push the pixels in using this block of wood. So I'll show you how this works. What I've got is these step bits, these step drill bits. So if you're not familiar with these, you pick these up at Harbor Freight. Super cheap to pick up. I think they're maybe 8 to 10, maybe $20. They're not too much. And they come in all different sizes, right? And I've got several here. So several different sizes, depending upon what you're going to use them for. You can see this one here. This one, let's take a look closely. This one ranges from 3/4 all the way down to, looks like an 1/8, and steps in from there, right? So what I'm looking for is being able to drill a nice little hole into this to be able to mount a spot for our pixels. So first, I'm going to go ahead and clamp this down onto my table here so it's nice and solid, right? And then I'm just going to use my drill here and drill a hole into this at the angle here. So I'm looking to deploy the hole. You can kind of see here from the first one that I've made, and I've done this a bunch of times now. I'll go in about an inch, about all we need, and go ahead and drill your hole so it goes all the way through. And you can kind of see down here, we're making a hole through it. And I want to get to right into that, what is it, 5/8, 11/16 kind of spot for the hole. It's not super scientific. What we're looking to do is actually get it to the point where this pixel, once you put it in here, it sets up nice and proud, really easy, right? And this is going to allow us to make it easier for us to push pixels into. So now we got that hole drilled. We're going to actually cut a slot, and You can use a saw or anything else. All we need to do is simply drill a hole in here to cut a slot so we can get the wires in. So nothing, again, very scientific, super easy process. Just start drilling extra hole here until we kind of break out a slot and get this open. All right, once you get the hole drilled, right, and again, we want to get it drilled down to, let's see where this stops. I got it stopping right on the 9/16. Yeah, right on the 9/16 spot. And so that's where I stopped. I've marked mine with a little red marker so I know where to stop um, when I'm drilling this out. And then once that 9/16 gets in there, I know that's where I'm going to stop. From there, real simple process. We're going to take our pixels. I got my new string. A couple things to note when you start pushing pixels. There's a right way and a wrong way to push pixels into Boscoyo pixel strip. The top of it here, these edges are rounded down, right? And then on the back side, you'll actually, if you look at it closely, the die they use to drill out and cut these holes actually cuts it out in a tapered fashion so that the back side makes it easier for the pixel to go inside and makes it harder for it to come back out. So you got to make sure that you're pushing the pixels in the right way. So we simply take our pixel, move it through that slot that we cut out. Pixel stands up proud. Now for me, this is the top of the mega tree. So I'm going to leave 2 holes in the top, put this over top of it. And now I've got a 15 millimeter socket and a wrench, right? And nothing super scientific about this. What I'm looking for is something round to actually push equally across the top of this, right? So it simply go like this, and you can actually feel it get over top, and it's locked in place. Now we move on to the next pixel. And with a 4x4, this works for doing 1 every 2 or every 3. If you're doing 1 inch, you're going to have to cut some of this off and narrow that gap so that you can get over to that 1 inch spacing mark. Pretty easy to cut on the saw again. But for 2 inch, this 4x4 block works just fine. And you can actually feel this thing just kind of click into place. And once you get going, you can actually rock through this really, really quickly. Simple to build this little block of wood that makes it easy to deploy pixels. And again, this little block of wood and a drill in a few holes, what am I into it? Maybe $30 at the most if you have none of these. I'm sure many of you, if you're a hobbyist and you're looking to build this stuff, you probably got a block of wood like this just laying around in your garage. Again, all you need is about 6 to 8 inches worth of wood. And you can see how quickly I'm able to actually go through this. Now, last summer, when I built the big mega tree of 4,000 pixels, there's a separate video here in the channel for how I assembled that mega tree video. I pushed all 4,000 of those pixels using this exact method. But I didn't do it by myself. I built 4 more of these blocks of wood and put some on, all my kids, 1 on each corner, or invite a friend over, invite grandma over. Anybody can do this. It's not physically hard. And you just simply put these in and give them the instructions on how to do it. And you just get going. And before you know it, you're trucking through pixels. And I did about 4,000 pixels in an afternoon. Real simple process. Again, just use a nice size socket that's small enough to go over top of the pixels. And that's it. Hopefully this is helpful. Hopefully it saves some thumbs and helps you get your mega tree built quickly and easily. And watch out for more videos. They're going to push some more videos out on assembling a bunch of stuff. I'm here in Southwest Florida. It's November the 5th or the 7th. It's November the 5th. And it's a beautiful day to be pushing pixels. I'm going to get this mega tree done here really quickly. All right. Catch you later.